Greetings, everyone. This is me, Zahra. Not feeling well. Have a cold. Actually, it's a flu, and so should be resting. But my mind is going on, and there's wickedness. They've pulled me. Oh God. So, my God, such wickedness. Uh, in the UAE, apostasy with anti-blasphemy is not punished, but my thing would be blasphemy and punishable, my apostasy. Oh, I mean, right? In the UAE, uh, elsewhere in Islamic countries, there are some who punish apostasy, even when it's anti blasphemous. So, but UAE has made it like this. No punishment for apostasy when it's anti blasphemy. Oh God, how wicked can this be? What they're doing to me during my sickness, flu, pull, I couldn't move my ribs. They've hit me from inside. But your predecessors and even your Allah, where He favors believers, lying when believers are favored by Allah for lying and then told, do not ever come back to this. Surah Nur ayats. Right? What about this? Someone who speaks the truth against her own religion that she found against human rights, women's rights, curtailed. Your own predecessors, when they've put ulil amr, right? Some even take Mawiya, when they've put the Quran on sticks and javelins and using it as protective gear by Mawiya's men. Uh, the battle continued. The battle of Safin continued. This, no one could do anything. Only Imam Ali and Mawiya. People are army fighting. And then some Sunnis, Muslims, take Muawiyah as the caliph, first caliph, Umayyad, and Amirul Mu'mineen, the commander of the faithful, he's called. When he allowed this, the Shias know this very well, right? Putting the Quran on sticks and javelins and using it as protective gear. This was done by Muawiyah's men against Imam Ali, fighting each other. Your ulil amr, predecessors, Muslim predecessors. Oh, this is okay. Call him Amir al-Mu'mineen, Muawiyah. Not that Ali is right now. I've proven things from the Quran against Ali also. Meaning, Khaybar, why would he kill Amr ibn Abdwad? Now my voice is very congested because flu. I might have another. If I don't rest, if I keep talking, I might have a, attack, killing me, taking on me, like my breath, couldn't breathe, taking away. Can you believe this? In Shia also Islam, what to do with apostate women? Oh, come on, it's so cruel. And some of you Muslims, what do you say against your Muslims now? We've seen in the article in the previous live streams of mine, going back to this Asharis assemble article? No. Can you take any action just by writing? Can you stop them for exploiting religion and being so they've written idiotic, something like this, right? Can you stop them? Uh, no, you can write articles, but you would go with all your might against blasphemers. Blasphemers, right? You won't write articles against blasphemers. You would do everything, Muslims, that is in your power to go against blasphemers. If you can kill them through jinns, your muakkils, or your prayers from a distance, squeezing every strength away from them, you would, wouldn't you? Ah, so on one hand, now I heard His Highness Ah Khan's speech at Brown University. The second time he was invited there to give a speech, a lecture, and he spoke very positive about Islam and there being very few extremists in Islam. He could have been able to convince the Brown University students there, faculty and all, right? But one thing he left behind, he left aside. And Allah says, do not cover the truth. Give the whole truth. So he spoke about, what about the tradition? Have we not, have we forgotten? So you can find it on Spotify or Facebook. It's a smiley.info page on Facebook and other such smiley pages. The video, Gems of Wisdom, is smiley, Gems of Wisdom, especially on Spotify. You can find it. And this part you can find, that the one I'm talking about, just this part given in the smiley page on Facebook on Islam. Extremists being very, very few. And what happened to that tradition? Oh, Muslim. So, we should not forget that in our Islamic tradition, we are with Ahl Kitab, the best of friends. Surah Fusilat ayat. Surah Fusilat ayat. Your worst enemy will become your bosom friend. He doesn't quote this ayat. 34, is it? Or 35? Please bear with me if you can. I'm sorry. My voice is is congested. And not equal are the good deed and the bad. Repel evil by that deed, which is better, and thereupon the one whom between you and him is enmity will become as though he was a devoted friend. So His Highness Ah Khan says, your best of friends, the Ahl Kitab, or the Jews and the Christians. Whatever happened to that, Your Highness? Late, with due respect, the fourth Aga Khan, he said, Your Highness, why did you forget what your Allah has done here? Surah 4, Ayat 88. When I looked at it, I definitely took it like Maududi, right? Oh, hypocrites, why does Allah mention first and then has an exception? You would say, if they're not fighting you. But that's not the case. Maududi put it well for Surah 4, Ayat 88. Huh? The problem. So if they seek, ah, you're not supposed to kill them. Oh, you're supposed to kill the hypocrites, you know? But if they seek refuge in El Kitab, the ones you have a treaty with, peace treaty, you're not supposed to kill them. However, shedding their blood is halal or something like this. Good in this case. Hypocrites are terrible, terrible. And then there's a ayah where Allah says, He may forgive them, He may not forgive them. It depends, maybe when they leave hypocrisy. The ones in whose hearts is a disease, also them kill them. Surah 33, ayat 60 to 61. And 62 is the way of Allah. Allah puts it like that. Against these hypocrites, the ones in whose hearts is a disease, and the rumor mongers. So what if blasphemy is? What is blasphemy? Saying anything, right? Blasphemy. Let's first look at the definition. English Dictionary, Oxford. The action or offense of speaking sacrilegiously about God or sacred things. Profane talk. And then, what is blasphemy? This shouldn't be there. Again, we're supposed to do academic research. Allah has given us in the Quran the right to reflect upon the Quran ayahs. If it had much contradiction, it would be from other than Allah. And if it has much, I find out it has much contradiction. Am I not supposed to come here and help the Muslims see and decide for themselves what I have found against my own religion? This is, it's not because I have held on to my religion, because it is my identity, like Imam Tawhidi put it. And then he's been rude with the Jews, and he learned the help that a Jew gave him. How rude was he with the Jews? On YouTube, you can find that. It is okay for Muslims to hate the Jews, right? Then His Highness Aga Khan keeps away that ayat, Surah 4 ayat, and Maududi's, what I found also from reading those ayats, just reading Maududi's later on. It's right, Maududi's tafsir, I'll be going there, back and forth like that. Disorderly way, I apologize. In Islam, blasphemy is impious utterance or action concerning God. Although I didn't find, excuse me, sorry. So those who leave Islam, aren't they hypocrites? Aren't they disbelievers? Yet UAE doesn't have a punishment for them. That's really good. But for the only apostates who are anti-blasphemy. Yet for blasphemy, where's the punishment? There's punishment for the ones who have been given the scripture. Allah has said, Allah will punish them, obliterate faces. And then sometimes He does it by using the Muslim believers you didn't kill. God knows when He could do that, right? So He's been contradicting Himself in Surah Tawbah, where He says, Allah, why don't you? So there are contradictions like if they started the war, okay, they started it against you. But then they stopped. But now in Surah Tawbah, Allah says those who have stopped, yani, meaning it's not put like that, but Allah is so putting it that would you not fight a people who started first against what started against you, or now they have stopped if they have stopped. So I found Allah's deceit in this Allah's. Another thing your Allah has not protected Prophet Muhammad. So, um, from not fabricating, Prophet Allah has not protected. Now you see, I've been so, my ribs, my inside, no strength. It's like maybe I have cancer and got the flu. So it's really, really terrible. I hope it's so painful. Like someone was beating me up from inside. And your Muslims can come here and lie. Huh? And no Muslim, not an Emirati, now would come and protect me from these men, your Muslim liars. Right? I was shown that I'm being stalked here in Dubai. I could have I could have taken refuge in the international, justice organization from you Muslims, from blasphemy. I didn't. I thought maybe sense will come in you. I'm in the country, in a Muslim country, in my father's country, that I can't even call mine right now because where foes are given priority, these liars, these Pakistani Muslims, what they've done in Pakistan, in Asia Baby's case, in another case, right? But you would give them, UAE is going to give them priority against me to send me from supermarket, WhatsApp, make groups 1, 2, 3, 4, and call me to Islam, send me Islamic things using supermarket. And these Punjabi Pakistanis will be given priority. Moreover, UAE president has gone to Pakistan recently. No, but he goes to America too to meet the American president. How about this then? Maududi's. And Maududi himself went to America and lived there without changing the Americans. Is it? Oh, what was he trying to tell you? So we will cut off his iota. So if you find your religion to be so deceptive, like I found, so shocking against my Shia Islam also, not looking at the Sunni Islam, looking at all over from every angle Islam, and then finding out that Ali was wrong, Hassan was wrong, Hussein was wrong, Fatima was wrong, Prophet Muhammad was wrong. Cut off his aorta. That's why I said, don't give me only from the Quran ayat. So Allah can do this, huh? But we can't tell you that this is a false prophet. Look, and in the Sunni hadith or narration by Aisha or someone else, Prophet Muhammad was in his last days in Aisha's house. He said, "Oh Aisha, I feel my aorta being cut." But that's another word. How do you do research? As if this Islam is going to come to you on a gold platter that I'm a false religion, right? This is a false prophet. So Allah says, and then suddenly should have cut off his life artery. Surah Hakka ayats 44 to 46. Oh, no. Oh, keep quiet. Blasphemy. Respect all religions at the cost of deserting your own truth or self-respect for yourself. I'm a truth seeker. This is not blasphemy, and blasphemy should be wiped out. Yes, respect religions, religions, false religions. I mean, floodgates would open. Then the Hindus will come and say all sorts. I don't allow them. So there should be something, some other way to stop this kind of disrespect. This is academic. This was my religion. I get passionate. I have been betrayed through and through. I've, and killing and harming the women, apostate women in Shia Islam, until they recant. Oh, beating them up, imprisoning them. Please come to your senses for apostasy. Please come to your senses. This is cruelty to such an extent. Stop it. Exploiting religion in Pakistan. Oh. When foes are given priorities, when followers of a false religion are given priorities to lie, defending their religion. How many times they've lied? Even a Shias here on my live stream I've seen. And how they lie to defend this religion. I don't have that right to help you Muslims to see and decide for yourself. And my Shias, look, you have been deceived by this religion. How hard it was to go to Imam Hussein, to Bibi Zainab, show you Yazid, why he had to. Oh, whether Yazid was right or wrong, this religion is wrong, and even then Imam Zain al-Abidin is wrong. But of course oppressed now. Huway was oppressed. Huway ibn Akhtab. By this. If you take Ibn Ishaq, but you're going to not take that, right? So His Highness Aga Khan IV. First of all, Allah says here, had the messenger made up something in our name, we would have certainly seized him by his right hand and severed his aorta. He hasn't even protected this prophet from not making up things in Allah's name. And then he says, I would have seized him by his right hand. So if he had done that, and there's a possibility, see? So when I saw, and I took the hadith also, Sunni hadith, showing you that I've, after Surah Tahrim ayat, that yes, proven that he's a false prophet, proven that this is a false religion. I'm not here prejudiciously to settle scores. No, I'm against my interest, my life, risked my life. I could have, like these hypocrites, so-called, who didn't migrate, taken refuge with the foreigners, non-Muslims, who UAE has a peace treaty, United Nations. Huh? And then just for the protection. Unless the following is made clear at this point. Come to Modudis. Let me see how much I can talk and I won't get attack again. Flu coming back severely. If I survive this. Oh, the second time, I might not survive. I should be resting, not talking. I couldn't breathe properly. It was hurting. The first day, it's here, the flu. It's like anything I put in my stomach comes out. Second day I've seen. It's even worse than perhaps COVID I didn't get. Worse than COVID. My ribs hurting as breathing, coughing, moving. I had to get up so many times on the first day of my flu to throw up. When I could, when movement and the pull, like Principal's voice. My mind working overtime. Even thoughts were hurting me. Pull, please stop it. There was this energy on my chest also. So this is how wicked Muslims can be, to hurt a blasphemer like this. Truth seeker, I've risked my life to help you, Muslims. I'm a truth seeker. And I've made it verbal, publicized it, that this is, what kind of a religion is this? Please leave it for your own good. And being shocked helped me. How many of you really honest help us? Ah, so here we have, which His Highness Aga Khan has not looked at when he gave the Brown University second time lecture. Extremists are very few. Oh, this beautiful religion. How positively he spoke about this religion. But he forgot what I could tell from these eyes and wanted to express to you. Look, killing hypocrites just because they haven't migrated and they want you to be disbelievers like them. And even the believers were divided about these hypocrites. They didn't want, some of them would not have them be, would not want them to be killed. Unless the following is made clear. Oh, wait a minute. The problem of hypocrites is discussed here. They had outwardly embraced Islam. Why would they outwardly embrace Islam? Forced. Take Surah, even Ahl Kitab, or the people who have been given the scripture, forced to embrace Islam because it is in their religion mentioned in the scriptures that this is the true religion and they can't find it. Some Christians, Jews couldn't find him. There may be Muhammadan, there may even be Ahmad. Ahmad mentioned, the comforter, but it's not him. Fully, it was not confirmed that this is the one by them in the scripture. Yet Allah threatens to obliterate their faces or turn them on their backs and curse them. So forced, compelled by Allah to embrace this religion. A believer once said, Shia, she said, I cannot be forced to do their job unless it comes from my heart, even though it is obligatory for Shias to do hijab. Bibi Fatima, not only in the Quran, the meaning of those ayahs, but 12 Shias have Bibi Fatima the Zahra, Bibi Zainab, the women folk of Prophet Muhammad doing hijab. Examples are given how to take those ayats of Khamar and Jalbab. So, not in your hearts, unless it comes in my heart. Actually, we're supposed to fight against our nafs. If we don't feel like praying, we have to fight against that feeling. All the time struggle. The problem of hypocrites, okay? They had outwardly embraced Islam, so of course, can you blame them? All that compulsion, all that fear, forced to embrace Islam in other parts of Arabia. But instead of migrating to the domain of Islam, they continued to live among their own people who were unbelievers, taking part in all their hostile machinations. Maybe not, maybe saying, please, look what he's done to us, help us. And they couldn't unite to fight this false prophet and his army against Islam. Even if they had some hostile machinations, like you can kill blasphemers and whatnot, Surah 995, go after those believers who don't give zakat. They are hypocrites and make this world shrink for them, all corners. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, I will be taking long pauses. Oh, and the Muslims. It was not easy for the Muslims to decide how to deal with such people. Not easy. These poor, the ones for whom it was not easy, the believers. Some were of the opinion that since they professed Islam around the world, like even in Yemen, they're supposed to come and migrate, come to Yathrib, Medina now. He wants them all to come to Medina. This is the way he's done it. I mean, seeing such deception, some people discouraged, would not even sickened, disgusted. Oh Allah, if this is true, then send. He made those poor polytheists pray like this. Oh Allah, in the Quran, if this is true, then bring a punishment against us. Surah Anfal, taking part in, oh, where was I now? So it was not easy, yeah, for the Muslims to decide. Since they professed Islam, performed prayers, fasted, and recited the Quran, they could not be treated as unbelievers. Here, God pronounces his judgment on this issue. Unless the following is made clear at this point, the reader is likely to miss the real object of not only this verse, but of all those verses in which believers who have failed to migrate are characterized as hypocrites. The fact is that after the Prophet migrated to Medina, the Muslims came to possess a piece of territory where they could fulfill the dictates of which territory? Jews' territory. Oh my God. My father was saying, look at these Muslims fighting against each other, or so takfiri, disbelievers, calling believers disbelievers, Shias, calling Shias disbelievers. And Jews have been united. You don't see Jews doing this to their Jews. Respect the religion. Respect the Ummah of Prophet Muhammad, at least. But no, you see what has come in this religion? How Muslims call each other disbelievers. Takfiri, now recently only king of Jordan, brought all Olel Amar and said, no takfiri. You know what takfiri is. Muslim believers calling another sect disbelievers or polytheists. At that time, all Muslims who suffered from the pressure and constraints imposed on them by the unbelievers and who didn't, oh, please, I don't want to read, but it was in the directed to migrate to Medina, the domain of Islam. Choose land, migrate to Medina. Yathrib. Even changed the name. It was in these circumstances that all those believers who were in a position to migrate to Medina, but who failed to do so because their hearth and home, kith and kin, and their material interests were dearer to them. Oh my goodness, Dennis. Oh, you left a harder pilgrimage for me. Hafiz's poem, distorted by me, were declared hypocrites, and thus should be killed wherever they're found. Please come to your senses. Oh, you'll say, other Quran, taking other, if 70 times, sometimes Allah says, I'll forgive the hypocrites. Sometimes the ayat is, 70 times you ask forgiveness for them. I will not forgive them. These hypocrites. They're so terrible, terrible. They're, oh, please, as terrible as worst than disbelievers. Or what? Supposed to kill them like this. Wherever you find them, kill them. Or kill them. Please. Uh, Maybe there's a religion that deals with hypocrites in a good manner. So he who is the same religion as Ayat, he is who is your enemy. If he doesn't become your bosom friend, doesn't agree with you, doesn't mean, and doesn't leave his religion, doesn't mean that he is evil, but oh, they embraced, maybe they turned against Prophet Muhammad, not migrated. Why should all of them migrate from all around the world? Yemen and all to Medina. So Uwais Karni, who didn't, is a hypocrite, was a hypocrite. It is obvious that Muslims living in non-Islamic territories can be called hypocrites. Yes, this is well explained, this ayat, Maududi, only when the domain of Islam either extends a general invitation. So it was in Medina, Prophet Muhammad invited all these believers from around the world to come to Medina, migrate. So the domain of Islam extended a general invitation to all of them, or at least leaves its doors open to them. In such circumstances, all Muslims who are neither engaged in trying to transform the non-Islamic territory into a domain of Islam, nor inclined. That's what you're supposed to do, Muslims. Excuse me. I just have to mute for a little while. Oh, every time I have this wicked, I went out. Maybe from there I got this flu. Oh, so UAE, Nama, like mind is going there. So it's okay not to punish the apostates who don't do this, but it's okay. It's right to punish. How right is it? To punish the blasphemers. Your Allah blasphemes against false God. Their polytheists may not be false gods for them. Polytheism, even associating with Allah, right? These polytheists, mushriks, are impure, abominable. You know what ridge is? So, and they shouldn't be giving water to the pilgrims at Masjid al-Haram. They have witnessed disbelief, their disbelief. Oh, against themselves. No, they haven't. It is their religion. It is their way. False gods? What majesty. You're one God. Okay, if I speak like this, I'll be telling the truth about this religion. Saying, how justified was it? Killing of these hypocrites. Showing you this. Showing you how justified killing of Banu Nadir, Banu Qurayza. Huh? And the Jews in Yathrib. And the Makkan polytheists are justified. According to you and your religion. And taking this as a true prophet, taking this Islam's prophet. Can you take it? I've proven from Quran ayats. So you're supposed to, oh my God, according to Maududi, go to the wherever you are, where the domain of Islam is not, invite them to Islam, the non-Muslims. God has returned them whence they came. Even the Ahl Kitab are non-Muslims though, right? We're supposed to invite them. I don't think His Highness, I think His Highness Aga Khan has not seen those other verses. God, with due respect, oh my God, taking the positive side, unbelief. What next is, why in the next verse it says, would there be any doubt? No, yes, there. Oy. And what I showed that Prophet proven, I proved step by step through Surah Tahrim, and even Surah 33 now with the tafsir, easy made Sunni tafsir. I agree with that 100%. That he didn't even come up to what he was supposed to come up to, what Allah was, the position Allah, the status Allah wanted to give him. Is this blasphemy, tell me? Or is this the truth telling? Apostates who leave in UAE, but they're not supposed to voice why they left Islam, because that's blasphemy. Disrespect for religious. Oh, silently you can leave. And helping you Muslims see, Arabs also. What kind of a religion is this? Helping the Ismailis, helping the Shias, 12 Shias. This is disrespect. This is blasphemy. Helping the Pakistanis to see how many women's rights curtailed by this Islam, beating of the wives. They are your field. Go into them as you wish or when you wish. Oh my God. You know, husband, I was told by my father in Islam, unjustifiably, right? If he doesn't want his wife to go to her parents' house, he can stop her unjustifiably. The court, the Sharia is not going to come and say, oh, let me see if her husband has been justified to tell his wife not to go to her parents' house. I forbid you. Yeah, there. So after, it's not after God, it's not parents. It's in of course after Quran says that, but also the Quran says after God, it's your parents, right? But in although there's no Quran ayat that says oh no, but it says that men have greater right on women because they are stronger and they whatever that ayat is, Surah 4 ayat. Even in Shia Islam, the marja is not going to come and see, let me see if this husband has told his wife on justified grounds basis not to go and meet your husband, your father or your mother, or even go to your parents' house. I forbid you because there you get whatever the reason may be, or the reason may not be justified. No one is going to check. She dare not go to her parents' house. What about that? So much exploitation happens in the, and especially because it is open, the eyes, it gives you the exploitation. Forget hypocrisy. What hypocrisy? In your own, like, you know what I mean? Like your own religious people can exploit. This because it gives you room. It gives men room to hit the women. I'm not able to talk properly. Ouch. So you're going to beat up the blasphemer who's helping you to see what she has found against her religion, even Shia Islam. Oh, until she dies, because she will not come to this religion. My ribs are gone, torn apart. I think both sides. I have no strength. Maybe because if you have cancer and maybe I have cancer of some, and on top you have the flu. But I survived, and I've come here risking again. I could get another attack. Ah, recuperate. I should be resting. I'm putting yesterday, day before yesterday. Tauba kar li. I said, no, don't talk. Don't move. Whether polytheism is true, other religions, or all religions are not true, the thing is that at least this religion I know I was from is not true, right? So, and unjust, unjustifiable acts. Oh, zulm against the Jews of that time in Yathrib, around Yathrib, wherever, the Banu Qurayza, the Banu Nadir, the rest of the Jews. What Prophet Muhammad did. Maybe Shias will not take Ibn Ishaq, but I showed you why I would take Ibn Ishaq, even though he came later, much later, and brought this out. Maybe, like Allah says, if truth is hidden, truth was hidden. Hi Zahra, telling truth is not blasphemy, and you are telling truth. At Flower Garden, thank you, welcome, thank you. Yeah, but in this religion, it's disrespect of God. You see, in Islam, in any, how many religions, like, I think other religions also use blasphemy, but like death penalty or punishment. But you see, this is what we have from these people. Yeah, we have a different definition, right? That this is not blasphemy against blasphemy, but this is blasphemy, telling the truth and academically, and also because, of course, I'm a human being. It was my religion being betrayed. How would you feel if someone betrayed you? I mean, and it is zulm. So human rights violations to such an extent. Now 1400 years and helping Muslims by risking my life. I could have been an apostate then and closed all this and said, I'm going, bye bye. I'm not going to do this anymore in the UAE. Excuse me. Thank you. Let's put some sense in these people. Why are they like this so cruel against blasphemers? It's not like we are left, right, and but left, right, and center. Just this is slender. Is this slender? I have proven it against Prophet Muhammad and Allah. This Allah. This is not defamation. This is not slender, right? So much zulm. Prophet Muhammad and this Allah. Even killing the hypocrites. I don't feel this is right. The ones who do not emigrate. This is zulm. Zulm. This is cruelty to no extent. So we have His Highness Aga Khan giving positive things about Islam. But see, what has Allah Himself said, this Allah? To hide the truth or give half truth, right? Meaning, hide the truth. Yes. And He's favored, hide the truth. Why has He favored those who lied? Believers at that time. Huh? And then says, never return to it again. The likes of it. But He favored. Where Allah favors believers who have lied to such an extent against Ummul Mumineen Aisha. If you see the tafsir in context to those verses in Surah Nur, that is okay. Muslims will disregard Battle of Siffin. Some Muslims, or not the Shias, that Muawiyah's army took the Quran on spears, javelins, and all. No, no, that's not true. And take Muawiyah as the first Umayyad Caliph, Amirul Mu'min, and call him the commander of the faithful. Hide the truth. Quran ayat. So is this blasphemy? So those Arab in the UAE who have become apostates, huh? Or in Kuwait, Jasim, I met on Goldie Ghamari's live stream on Sudan. I wanted to know the truth. Thank God it came. Has said that in the United Arab Emirates, you can change your religion, just be loyal to the country. They'll ask you. So that's okay. You can leave your religion. They, but you can't help the Muslims. Leave this religion, fellow Muslims. And what has Amjad Taha said about the Muslim Brotherhood and Houthis, especially the Muslim Brotherhood? They are rapists. They are criminals. They are criminals, rapists, all this chor, makar, like terrorists. Now, when I find this prophet like that, and his Allah, and that the Muslim Brotherhood is justified to take the way they want Islam. In fact, according to Maududi, UAE is a hypocrite. To right? If our president goes to America, England meets the Queen of England, King of England, doesn't do anything, doesn't give them a Quran, doesn't try to change them. He's a hypocrite. Shakes hands, even with Modi, India. All the Indians here should be changed, become Muslims. If anyone here is a non-Muslim, according to Maududi, tafsir on Surah 4 ayat 88, then UAE is a hypocrite. Excuse me, sorry. I apologize, but I had to kill myself here again. I'm supposed to rest and board, and so I'll be taking long pauses. I have to. My ribs are gone. So leaving Islam is okay in the UAE. That's really great. But helping fellow Muslims to leave is blasphemy. Kill them. Punish them, put them in jail, do what you can, give them flus, indirectly, harass them. Men's voice coming here. They may have used Pakistani supermarket. All this. Huh? This is right. Come to your senses, UAE. That's right. No, it's not right. It is cruel. Chill, chill. No, I wouldn't say that. I would say, please calm down. Do some meditation. Go to Tibet. Or no, 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 no. See, sometimes it happens that a person losing someone, too much negativity, psyche, you know, jinn comes, demons come. You want to hurt people, but little bit and the person is gone. You see, like my uncle said, in your case, where you got separated from your teacher, people go to the bad side, drugs, go into drugs, mehana, drinking alcohol. Yeah, there's a very thin line between sanity and insanity also, or how to say it, like, uh, eh dile nada, arzu kiya. So it happens. If you're in this psych, right? This I don't know how the UAE has kept moderation, but single thing can make you flare up against someone. Punish them like anything, or go misguided. But you think this is guidance? Do not mix truth with falsehood, or hide the truth knowingly. Now, really, if His Highness Akhan the Fourth had given this lecture, not in Brown University the second time, but to Muslims around the world, how many would have listened to him? Tell me. Huh? They would wanna, and he lives in France, right? He lived in France. He didn't convert the French people, non-Muslims. How many Muslims would? There were ex-Ismailis who came to me saying, "He's this, he's that, and this." I had to fight against because I thought if they go like this, they become terrorists. They would want to kill. They wouldn't want to kill Aga Khanis, and like this. It just takes a little bit to put a house on fire or to kill someone. And this gives room, has opened the doors. What about this religion, which has opened the doors for such things to happen? Huh? Obliterating faces, killing hypocrites who didn't migrate, Muslim believers, to extremism, opening doors. I tell you, I've seen it in my life. It storm that came in my life. It was stormy, stormy, until God's grace came. Too much strictness is not good. Even my cousin told me I became too strict with myself and my siblings. They told me, be act friendly with them. I did. I was hard on myself because of I didn't want to put the blame on, but publicly on someone. The way I was taught by too much discipline and all this. What do you call it? It's really terrible. This is why terrorists, extremists, such religions have opened door to, and you would tell me not to blaspheme because I'd open floodgates to anyone can say anything against Islam and then these Indian Hindus and non-Muslims, Christians, but they've already gotten up. But please, would it? His Highness Aga Khan has concealed the truth about Islam. What about those eyes in his? I can show you on Spotify. I'm talking like this, and wait, you can check it on Gems of Wisdom. His speech, His Highness Aga Khan the Fourth. Or you can go, you can check it on Facebook. I think, now you see, you Shias can do this. Sanjeev se Jakra, Bimar Tehra ko. Not Karbala, Bimar e Karbala. अरे ये क्यों ये? So let me now Urdu a little bit, yeah? Noha, Sanjeev se Jakra, Bimar e Karbala. And this is a Noha, right? It means Imam Zain al-Abidin code. Oh, I can't translate it, sorry. ये क्यों सर पे मारा पत्थर? Huh? Why have you, Yazid army? Why have you hit him with a stone on the head? Imam Zain al-Abidin, Sakina. Imam Hussein's daughter is asking, ये क्यों sir? Or why? He's sick. Imam Zain al-Abidin. ये बिस्तर क्यों है केंचा? Why have you taken the sick person and pulled the mattress away from his body, sick body? This is what you Shias will do to blasphemers and apostates, right? Oh, that's okay. That's fair and square because Allah has told you to do that. Punish them. कैंसर हो परवाह नहीं है जेल में डाल दो Put, or imprison the woman मारो 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 कैंसर दे दो beat her beat her beat her that's okay your zulm is right this is justified okay you can find His Highness's speech His Highness Aga Khan's speech on Spotify here the dot is smiley gems of wisdom on podbean.com see I'm not lying so what happened to the Islamic tradition of Ahle Kitab being our best of friends? What happened? Versus Maududi, His Highness Aga Khan IV saying this about Islam. We have, we best of friends. What happened? What happened, Ali? Amr Abdud saying at Khyber Khandak to Ali, you, your father and I, we feasted many a times. Ali, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to kill you. No, Ali says, this is a war, battle against faith and faithless, disbeliever and belief. Shall I show you again? Multilingual Quran, Shia tafsir. Not even the one Sunnis take. Excuse me, I have to keep muting myself. And then please, Your Highness, unmuted, please, Your Highness, come to these ayats and their tafsir. When I found this ayat, I was like, what is this? Right? This is not what I was told. Right? You see? As a Shia, even as a 12er Shia? Huh? This not right. Let me show you people. I'm so shocked. I was right about this, right? Now I read Maududi's. Surah 4, ayat 90. I kill hypocrites. Look at the deception of Allah. This is, and even the believers were divided about this, unless it be, what? Unless it be such of them secret. So you can't read much, those who come to you because of their hearts. Unless, look, 89. Shias, look. You said when all killing hypocrites just because they haven't emigrated, sorry. Look, it's not good. Maududi puts it well. How shall I say it? So I was trying to say it to you, Shias. What have you told me? What His Highness Aga Khan has. You see the speech? Except for those who take refuge with the people, except for those, but kill them. But they wish that you should reject faith as they do, and thus be on the same footing. Kill the hypocrites. But take not friends, moreover. And if they turn renegades is just not not emigrating in the way of Allah. They're called renegades. Turn away, seize them and slay them wherever you find them. These, which religion says kill the hypocrites? Any religion that says kill the hypocrites like this should be turn away from it. It's not good. Relax, Chill. Please, calm down. Do Tibetan. Too much in this. Take time. Back off. So I helped you in this because I did not remain silent and just help myself and leave religion. Moreover, yes, I have to tell you honestly, I was very, very shocked. I needed help, support, religious crisis. What? What is this? Am I having cognitive dissonance? So repeating, go to chill karo Zahra. I tell myself, please chill, do some Tibetan, relax, be still, and know, or take that verse from the Bible, be still, and know I am your God. Although I'm not a Christian or a Jew, but I take good things. Yeah. Yes, I get emotional. Doing this, I got my triple ADHD, you see. And recently, what I said in the supermarket, I couldn't believe myself next. After that, I was like, you're the one who's going to go to the police. You will go to the police against these Pakistani Punjabis here. They will put you in jail for blasphemy. Apostasy is okay here. Laughing. Policeman. I'm going to the police against you. I was laughing. What did they do? Oh, because supermarket making, oh, so what? They would do anything, right? Even UAE to convert. No, they don't need to convert the apostates. They leave the apostates alone. The only thing is that you don't blaspheme, and you've been blaspheming like anything. But this is telling the truth. I'm not bashing, slandering on what basis am I? For God's sake. When I found that the Jews, oh, the hypocrites, the rumors, false rumors against Islam, maybe they were true rumors. Help, a cry for help. This is a false prophet. He's doing zulm on us. He's changing us and saying Allah will punish us like this. Fear, putting fear in us about Allah. Surah 4, ayat 47. Even those who have been given the scriptures believe in this because it confirms what is in your books. Before Allah obliterates faces, turns you and curses you like he cursed the Sabbath Sahabas. Emotional healing. Do this, chill Zahra, because too much nervous system reset. Tibetan. Remove all negative energy. Empty your minds for once, just for the truth's sake. Neutralize. It can happen a little bit and we go off. This Quran is not helpful to be peace loving. Oh, Ar-Rahman, Salamun Qalam. Oh, excuse me. I think I want to die. So, seen so much. I don't want to maybe live anymore. telling the truth. What has Allah said? So Allah himself has said he hasn't protected him, although some he says that he has protected. Surah Jinn ayat Puya says he's protected. Somewhere he says he hasn't protected him. If he were to fabricate, then why if he were to fabricate? I would have. Somewhere he says he has protected him to see that his message is on his right. What Surah Jinn ayat? For God's sakes, and what Puya is the commentary interpretation for that, those ayats. Somewhere he says, don't doubt this. This is surely the truth which has come from Allah. So you want to punish me for blasphemy. And what about those your Muslims who come here, who lie, use such dishonest, dodgy tactics? Makes me disgusted. That's harmful. That is zulm, cruelty. That's wickedness against me. Against the honest, at least in this honest truth seeker. Help me. You see? But if then I'm afraid. See, I was like this. If I was wrong, I was wrong. And I could be wrong 1,000 times and say, oh, I have been wrong 1,000 times. Right? But this one step I have taken is towards the truth. Been wrong 1,000 times to take one step towards truth. Afraid to say that because the way your Muslims have come here, and then no one will believe me, right? Who will take this kind of way? Please help me. None of you help me. I could be wrong. Shias, oh, what have you given? Imam Hussein sacrificed everything. And those who fight in the way of Allah are greater than the believers who sit back. Oh God, Mujahideen are better. So, of course, you're going to prefer the Mujahideen like Imam Hussein. Who am I? You won't even believe me. It was so hard to come in the beginning and help the Shias also. So hard for me. My heart, of course, I mean, conditioning is there. I keep going sometimes to listen to the Noahs. Oh, what they gave us. See, it could make a non-believer's heart feel sorrow, grief, the way our Noahs are recited. Shia Noahs. What is this? What I was exposing, it's very, extremely difficult, but not near to impossible. I tried because it can't be near to impossible. I had to tell myself this. Example. I'm not a good example, right? You don't even know who I am. Some would say, oh, Taimur came and said, you're not a Shia. Yani, don't give bad name to Shias. Right? Meaning, see how dishonestly they come? Shia would never do this. And he tried to disprove me, give a lie to me, by asking me a question, such a cunning man that very few. So then a Zahdi came and all this. Thank you, Zahdi. Oh, to defend the Shias against Sunnism, and now Sunnis will say, here is a Shia, you weren't even a believer. Takfiri Sunnis. Look at this. So this is okay. You will not go after these, even though you say they've put Hanafis in the bin tradition. Hanafi tradition, but blasphemer, you'll do everything and anything to squeeze the life out of them. Take every effort, make every effort. Where's it? Where's that article? You see what tactics you Shias have used, using Tamur against me here. A very cutting knife, scissor type tongue. How dare you, cruel Shias? Huh? To defend your religion. How pathetic. Zalimo? Zalim. Hussein go ye, Shia go ye, to bata hum apostates, blasphemers. तेरी क्या बात करे तूने जो apostates hypocrites पे जुल्म किया वो तो बताओ वो क्यों छुपा रहे हो क्यों छुपा रहे हो why are you hiding your zulm against the Jews of that time against the polytheists, against apostates, against blasphemers, calling them, against hypocrites. Shia go ye to bata hum teri kya baat kare. Zalim, Shia Zalim. Forget Sunnis, right? Look at you, hiding the truth. Here, where's that assemble? I can't find it now. Against. Oh, I got it now. What? Hatred and extremism. Surah Mumtahan ayat 4. Who brought this? From where it came? Hatred and extremism. I think I want to die. Ouch. My ribs and my back gone. Ouch. Zera ko kalak sena Madina eke batha so tukre gire bane देखो दिखाऊं 100 broken Giriban, shoulders, ribs, back. तुम लोगों को क्या पड़ी है शिया तुम लोग हुसैन पे करो हुसैन बस किसी पे रहम नहीं करो तुम लोगों को रहम किस पे होगा और किंग अब्दुल्ला तुम लोगों ने सऊदीज के अगेंस्ट किंग अब्दुल्ला तो मॉडरेशन के ऊपर था sorry excuse me I didn't King Abdullah was one of the moderate leaders of Muslim world Amir Jamaat His Highness Aga Khan on pluralism oh god इधर प्लूरल एक आयत देने से थोड़ी होता है कि society we sorry humanity is from one soul His Highness Aga Khan with due respect Your Highness अगर आप Your Highness, Your Highness, you're giving one ayat with the rest of the Quran. Kill hypocrites. Oh my God. Those who have not emigrated. And what has Maududi moreover said? That is, they seek, oh God. Read this whole thing. I've already done it in my previous live streams. Like, if they don't fight you, all this is just meaningless, right? Just because they've taken refuge. Those you have a treaty with, that is the Ahli Kitab. Or until you have a treaty with the polytheists also, Surah Tawbah ends. And then kill them. Kill even those you have a treaty with, Surah Tawbah ends. Some, and it is ambiguous. So don't tell me that your Imam, Shia, Tafsir, even your Imam is now in occultation, Shias. And your religious your religious scholars are giving Tafsir. Now my whole privacy gone. You can even, God knows what, do with my device. Come after me. इसको मारो मारो ये blasphemer है. When hypocrites को तुम लोगों ने नहीं छोड़ा, Shia, Saudi, Salafis के पीछे पड़े हो. नहीं, okay, पीछे नहीं पड़े हो, लेकिन like you're saying Salafis, ये Islam दिया है, which is wrong Islam. This is the Islam of the enemies of Allah and Prophet Muhammad. नहीं, Umayyad, right? Yazid's father, Muawiyah. That's why they're like that. No. I saw it was this Islam, this true Islam. This was the true Islam. So don't blame the others. It's actually this Allah, right? Killing hypocrites. Is that? Ashar, it's here. Sometimes the thing is right in front of you. You can't see. The modern, yeah, it's the Y late, yeah. So sad, yeah. I often look at the online fatwas, and talks of Islamic scholars and wonder if perhaps they are deliberately trying to arm Islamophobes or to further garner harassment and vilification. Your own religious scholars, Islamic, they mean. Vilification for Muslims with their bizarre pronouncements, like kill hypocrites, Surah 4 ayat 88, Maududi's tafsir. Can you blame them? These, but you're not going to stop them. You just write. You won't go. You are the ones by Suleiman Ahmad and Sheikh Atabek Shukurov against blasphemers. You are the first ones, maybe the second ones, or one of them who will come after me. Say yes, kill her or punish her, put her in jail. UAE, fine her. That means I won't be able to pay the 500,000 dirhams. That means for life in prison for blasphemy. And I'm showing you this is wrong also, right? What you have said, Suleiman and Sheikh Atabik, Suleiman Ahmad. No, it's in your Quran. Why blame these Islamic scholars? Look at the things they have. Because license given by Islam, the highest they've taken. Now who will take that ayat, Surah Fusilat ayat, and say we will sit on that and that is true Islam? And disregard Surah 4 ayat 88, the meaning 89, 90. Huh? Oh my God. Sorry, excuse me. Muslim vilification, all this, this poor two have written this at least, right? But they won't go after them. Please stop it, would you? Can you even, if your Ulil Amr and he's very rich, let's say he's the president of UAE, can you even speak against him? You'll be finished. Or he's the vice president of UAE. If he has done some wrong, violations, killed someone, let's say taken someone's life, huh? Will you, these are our ulil amr, will you be able to speak like that against them? The moment you speak against them, you will be finished. Your ulil amr. No, that you see is private, personal, Zahra. Very diplomatic. शेख साहब, हम आपसे बहुत डरते हैं कि हम ये शेयर तो किया था, लेकिन आप हेड हैं, आपका वो इनिशिएटिव है इस्लाम इनवाइट करना। प्रिंसेस लतीफ़ा बेचारी पता नहीं कहाँ गायब हो चुकी है, राइट? नहीं, हमारे ज़हरा शेख मोहम्मद बिन राशिद अल मखदूम, हमारा उलुल अमर, इनको कुछ नहीं कहना। ये पर्सनल चीज़ है, पर्सनल, पर्सनल, राइट? He's got an initiative, उसको इस्लाम में इनवाइट करना लोगों को, इंस्टीट्यूशन, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। लेकिन ये हुआ, फाइनल जजमेंट इज फाइनल फॉर अल्लाह। प्रिंसेस लतीफा's judgment is final. Farewell forever. हम्म? नहीं नहीं, ज़हरा, हम शेख साहब से बहुत डरते हैं, कुछ बोलना नहीं इधर, बस दिखाया तुम गई, यू आर फिनिश्ड। ये तुम लोगों का उलुल अमर है, सुन्नी सुन्नी मुस्लिम्स। ओह, प्रिंसेस लतीफा's judgment is final. Oh, farewell forever. When did this video come out? Wait, oh my god. And Princess Latifa has said that Sheikh Muhammad killed his uncle, someone. Ooh, everyone knows in the family. You can't say anything against Ulil Amr. He's one of the Ulil Amr, your religious leader. No, but you know, one of your, yeah, he can be taken as a religious leader, your Muslim leader for UAE, right? Sheikh Muhammad, you're gone, Zahra, you're finished. Also, yeah, I'll farewell forever, Zahra, blasphemer. Say farewell to Zahra forever. Final judgment against Zahra. Yeah. Oh. Before you say farewell to me forever, please come to your senses. Don't do this. Leave this religion for the sake of your good. Oh my God. Narcissist, this is emotional blackmail. Lisa, Sony, stronger than before. Channel. You see, you have been emotionally blackmailed by Imam Hussein Kahani event, Karbala Shias. See, I saw that. So this reminds me to mention that also. But oh, you're going to, God knows what, do to me. And you, that's really great. By hitting someone, flesh. It's not my flesh. It's my heart that speaks the truth. It's the heart. It's the heart that works. I've written that. So, how can you change my heart? Abhi, Maula Dil Badal De, Ali Haider, right? With Junaid Jamshed, Shaheed. Ali Haider. Say, pray this, Maula Badal De, Zahra ka Dil Badal De. Ali Haider now has become religious. Maula Dil Badal De. It's the heart that has gone away from Islam, not my flesh that you are going to punish me, lashes or what. It's my spirit that has known the truth against Islam, that has found. And the spirit's knowledge you have been given but little. It is by the command of Allah. Prophet Muhammad, neither his Allah could answer Jews properly about the spirit. You know, the Jews, if you listen to Rabbi Simon, uh, Simon, Jews have more about the spirit. It is fire. What is it? Hindus have more if you listen to what is the fire is the spirit. What is water? Holy Spirit. God knows something like this. They will tell you. I used rational first, my mind. Then I used spiritual. I used the heart. It's religion se nikle. Leave this religion. They try to stop, do obstruct my breathing even more so that I wouldn't be able to think. And when I come for the live streams, oh, my performance is low. Not that I was using my to get you sympathies, blackmailing, emotional blackmail. No, I wasn't emotionally blackmailing you to gain sympathies. But see, first showing you emotionally or rationally, Quran ayahs, where there are contradictions. In this circumstance, in that circumstance, I've shown you. And I have won against at wheat night. Haram, even if the Arabs say haram, this is haram. Or what I said recently, haram. Husband says to his wife, you are forbidden to go to your father's place. That's not a religious edict, but it comes in the religion that the husband can make haram what is halal for her, right? For his wife. Tell me no. Tell me my father was wrong. Ah, but it is religious. If the wife goes, she can be beaten, disobeying her husband. Not adultery, just disobeying her husband. He's told her, I've made it haram on you to go to your father's house. So there's, oh my God. Maybe that is, but it's religious now, because religion, Allah allows it. But the believers, why do you make Surah 5 ayat 87? Do not why. That's for Prophet Muhammad. Do not make haram what Allah has made halal for you, the good things, and transgress. How many errors in this Quran? Saudi Arabian muftis have found, religious scholars. Huh? Show you? Would you take this Allah to be true? Not, not ex-Muslims, not Christians, but Saudi Arabian muftis. Memory, I don't know how far this is true. Oops. Saudi writers called for amendments to errors in the Quran. See, errors in the Quran. Well, this is the Quran you have. Imam Mahdi has not brought the true Quran. Why? Allah said, Allah will guard this Quran. The Shias need to look at the truth and show it to Saudi Arabia. There are no errors in the Quran we have through Imam Mahdi. So this wasn't given. No, blasphemy. So I'm the one, right? I'm not talking big. Those UAE, Emiratis, Kuwaitis who have left this religion, really good, very good. But can we not help academic? And sometimes also, like, I'm not bashing, but still, blasphemy is, taking the English action or offense of speaking sacrilegiously about God or sacred things. I mean, who brought this thing? Can we not say that a religion is finding it through ample evidence, sufficient evidence against it and the false prophets? Look, the Bible, I think, gives a clear picture on who a false prophet is. Now, I cannot go to the Bible, right? I proved it through the Quran that Prophet Muhammad is a false prophet. That is blasphemy. Sacrilegious. Even Allah would cut off his iota if he were to fabricate. So there's a possibility of Prophet Muhammad. And can we not research it and then show you? Because you see, there's this. There's a part of Islam in the Quran that His Highness Aga Khan will not mention. Maududi has mentioned. What about that? And then it means kill the hypocrites. It means, what does this mean? This means in the UAE, Surah 4 at 88, 89, 90, it means unless these, unless these hypocrites now, polytheists, idol worshippers, don't have a treaty, meaning their country president. Oh, then why? I don't think His Highness UAE president is supposed to hug Maududi, my brother. Oh, does this mean? So this means that the Hindus working here, coming here, staying in Dubai, living in Dubai, if they didn't have a treaty with or peace with the UAE, we will not convert anyone. We will just then kill them or convert them. If they don't convert, send them back or kill them, right? At least send them back. No. Oh, these hypocrites. But oh, you are hypocrites for not converting them. Oh, not them. They're already polytheists, gone cases. Oh, so I'm kind of confused, but not too far away from your zone, right? Extremism is here in this Quran ayats, in these. Tells us there again, opening Surah Nisa 90, Tafsir. Yes, yes, Maududi, I agree with you. Oh, not on. Maududi, I agree. This is the way. Oh my God. Oops. And what was that in Surah 3? Forget. Fight. Surah 3, ayat 167. Also. And they were saying if there was a fight, or if we knew how to fight, what is this fight, fight, fight? Who's the one? Excuse me. Oh God, this was okay. You want to kill me or punish me? I'm punishing myself unless I appeal to the United Nations. No, no, I don't want to. I want to see you great, my people. Leave Islam. I've put my life at stake. Also. So yeah, probably so stupid. The Sikh asked me in London, Sikh brother, how do you want to die? Thought about it. I want to die saving people. So you're killing me, and then I have this thing of self-destruction. Either, no, no, do I have the right to live? No, you see, flower, garden, this is blasphemy. You can't change it. It's false rumors or disrespect. Just disrespect towards the religion. Allah. What telling the truth? Forget telling the truth. Blasphemy, whether the religion is true or false. Blasphemy is talking against a God, any religion. You see, this is the problem with blasphemy, unless it be of such a secret. Oh, the exception here does not relate to the injunction that they should not be taken as friends and supporters, but to the injunction that the believers should seize and slay them. These Muslim hypocrites who do not emigrate in the cause of Allah, meaning anyone in Yemen, anywhere in the non-Muslim countries, or make Yemen Islamic and come here to Medina. Otherwise, any Muslim believer should seize and slay them. You get it? Oh, Maududi was Hanafi, from the Hanafi jurisprudence. Tawbah, tawbah kare. So, blasphemy, whether you're true, it's just that, like Hindus or even the apostates, if they have ample evidence, they cannot give against Islam because it's blasphemy. Even if you prove that this religion is false, it's still blasphemy. Blasphemy, being sacrilegious to God, even in the right way. Like because there's no, let's say the atheists, they say there's no God because there's not sufficient evidence to prove that God exists. So even though they're telling their truth, what they find is true, they have blasphemers according to these religions who have blasphemy. Toba toba. My goodness, what is this? Doesn't make sense, right? You would say telling the truth. But no, blasphemy, you keep your mouth shut, respect all religions, respect my religion. This becomes an identity thing also. Like for Imam Tawhidi recently, I saw his interview with PBD podcast. He got offended. Why would I leave Islam? This is my identity for Christianity. Even if Jesus Christ came in, miracles we don't believe in because before miracles, use your rationality about the Quran. This is the true religion for him. So point here is it's also an identity thing. It is my identity. Why should I leave Islam? My forefather, one of them at the time of Prophet Muhammad, gave his 2 eyes for Islam, sacrificed. Why should I leave him, desert him? But imagine deserting your truth. They say like the, and now they've, but the truth is for you. Is abandoning it to respect religion and God of this religion. So no blasphemy. Whether true or false, you got it. Now I have to die. Oh God, I'll have a second attack. I can't afford it. I'm alone. No one will come here to give me water. Water finishes. I better go. You see, blasphemy is whether the religion is true or false. You're not supposed to speak against it. Any religion. Respect all. This is our country's. Okay, they've allowed at least apostates to leave. Muslim apostate. Yes, ex-Muslims, and not punish them. But like in the UAE, you have to respect all religions. You can't say anything. You see, I'm not here to uh, disrespect, but I'm disrespecting myself. I'm disrespecting my truth by keeping silent. You see, the Muslims, they're not supposed to keep silent about their religion. Inviting, also this, look. So, oh God, look, who is more unjust? My goodness. Look, Muslims are not supposed to keep quiet, but they can, do it in such a way in the UAE, like if you have to, you don't put the idols down, like the false gods, like in the Quran, Allah has said against these polytheists. They are, but He has said, do not violate the gods because, and, because if they, what is the thing? They say bad things about that one God. That's why do not say bad things about their gods. Good God. Otherwise, what not? He's called them the worst of creatures. The Ahli Kitab also, worst of creatures. In Surah Ba'ina, and they're worse than cattle even in another surah ayat. You don't get this. So here in the UAE, like they do it in a very, they don't put the gods in. They won't tell you your gods are bad, false, this, that. But they will in a very good manner invite you to their religion, make you leave your religion. So I could have done it like this. Not too much on, false prophet, rapist, murderer, uh, tyrant, warlord. Not like that. But in a very clever manner, I could have like come with more to these strength. Why would you kill hypocrites? Even in this case, like this is terrible. See how zalim the isn't it zulm like that, yeah? So I could have done it like that and been safe maybe. Not like this prophet, look, I found him false prophet, so he's a hypocrite, he's a transgressor. Finished. I'm gone. He's a disbeliever. Like, in that tafsir. Just read out Surah 33 at 37 tafsir. I could have done it in that diplomatic way. Next time. Now I've learned my lesson the hard way. So I'll try to be very diplomatic. Like the Muslims are allowed to invite to Islam. This wouldn't be blasphemy, right? If as an apostate, I so no other in Islam. No. This is the true religion. Anyone who invites to against Islam, see, these are hypocrites, believers. They realize that this. Okay, not supposed to say it like that. I'm learning my lesson, so I'll continue later. And look, hypocrites are supposed to be killed. Do you agree to this? Just because they have now, so Allah first puts these hypocrites are supposed to be killed by the believers, but to the injunction that the believers should seize and slay them. But to the injunction, right? The exception here does not relate to the injunction that they should not be taken as friends and supporters, but to the exception is to the injunction that the believers should seize and slay them. What is, but if they have not sought a sanct, but see, what is meant is that if a hypocrite takes shelter among and if he doesn't, then believers should seize and slay them, right? If these hypocrites take shelter among unbelieving people with whom the Muslims have an agreement, he should not be pursued into that territory. It is not permissible for Muslims of the Islamic State to kill a hypocrite in some neutral territory, even if he merits execution. Even if he merits. Of course, he merits execution. Previous ayat. Kill the hypocrites wherever you find them, if they haven't emigrated. So Allah puts that ayat first, before this ayat. So now that these hypocrites have taken shelter, refuge, among the unbelieving people with whom the Muslims have an agreement, a treaty, he should not be pursued into that territory. Do you like this religion? And doesn't it? Muslim extremists give open has opened floodgates for Muslim believers to kill them, these hypocrites, wherever they are found. Unless this is because of the sanctity of the agreement you have had with the unbelieving people, not because they are hypocrites, concluded by the Muslims rather than the sanctity of the hypocrites' blood. Ah, so you see, Shia say that Abu Bakr and Umar. Now, you could, but Prophet Muhammad gave it to Imam Ali. against them. And you see, Tejani, you read how much of the Sunni religious sources, have their Sahabas fighting in conflict, arguing with each other, fighting. Battle of Siffin, Battle of Jamal. There, no, don't go there. Their religious scholars are. So the Shias, they did research. They were supposed to go there because Prophet Muhammad, we are told, gave Imam Ali all the names of the hypocrites of his time, in his time, also against him. Who were his enemies? Umar bin Khattab has a this pen and paper hadith, blasphemer. Yet the Sunnis say no, forgiven. There's ayat 70 times if you ask forgiveness for them, Allah will not forgive them. Abu Talib, they've said against the Shias, Imam Ali's father, hypocrite. Oh, sorry, disbeliever. Abu Talib, Imam Ali's father. The Sunnis don't take him as a. He died as a disbeliever, not as a believer. Shias take him as a believer. Who did the nikah of Hazrat Khadija and Prophet Muhammad? Abu Talib. So if he was a disbeliever, how could the nikah be sanctified Islamically taken? Oh my God. Or what happened? So they have a different uh, story from the Islamic sources. Read Tejani's books from, he's taken hadiths and narrations and Islamic sources where from their side, Sunni side, the Sunnis take as authentic, as true. Abu Bakr, Uthman, oh sorry, Umar, like all this, and Aisha. I hated Aisha. Because why? Do you think like I had personal vendetta or some hate? No. I didn't like even the name Aisha, right? I wouldn't say Aisha. I hated her so much because she annoyed. She was a hypocrite. Sorry, oh God, double. Because she annoyed Prophet Muhammad and she's supposed to be in the fire of hell, right? So much so, she really, really hurt Prophet Muhammad, according to Shia sources, Islamic sources. Unforgivable. She should have been killed. She became a disbeliever. So maybe UAE has taken about the wives that come, I will handsomely give you. That means that, oh, this religion is true. But okay, if you want to leave Islam, because of those verses, you just take them on face value. The wives are not supposed to, Prophet Muhammad's wives were not supposed to be punished. They leave Islam and choose. They leave Allah and the Messenger. They leave Allah and the Messenger of Allah, and they choose hayat dunya, the life of this world, and its glitter and gold, zinat, adornment, right? So I showed that. So okay, you leave this religion. But when I'm showing that this religion is the truth against this religion, they say this is blasphemy. This is the problem. Because even the truth against this religion would be blasphemy. You got it at Flower Garden, 5864. Even the truth with evidence backed fully through the Quran, just the Quran. And of course, there if required, necessary. I can prove it just through the Quran ayahs. That would be blasphemy. So let them take my life. Take my life. What do I have to live for? I'm not well. Even my family members are sick and tired of me, right? Who would want a sick mentally ill? Take care of her, right? Let them kill me. Oh, I'll complain a little bit, like I'm here. Say, why are they doing this? Oh, it's so painful. Oh, my ribs are tearing apart, my inside. But let them do that, right? Sorry for complaining. I apologize. But I will be doing it. Do I mean it? But let me tell me my truth. I'll die telling my truth because I believe if you abandon your truth, you're disrespecting yourself. And it came to me through Michael R. Smith, what I was thinking about. Yeah, I have the right. Empaths now will be telling the truth and we might be killed or punished very severely by these Muslims. And then I went to, even when I went, what was open? Ah, and abandoning your truth. Terrible. You're being disrespectful to yourself. I went to Sir Pradeep Mukherjee. And you know what? Where it opened to, even though he doesn't believe this. Pradeep Mukherjee. Oh, where am I? Up there. Oh, yeah. 88th Ogden Lecture. His Highness Brown University. Where's that? Oh, I didn't open it. Okay. No, here it is. Self-respect is valuing yourself and having no need for anyone. Falguni ji and Pradeep ji. Look, let me just read it out from another device. Like coming here. So you mean to say we should not respect ourselves because we have to respect this religion as we find it false? Self-respect is valuing yourself and having no need for anyone to respect you, to compensate for that. Self-importance is demanding that others should respect you, value you, to make you feel special because deep inside you feel you are nothing and have no value. This is a person who believes now the true God has come. Before that, true God was not in our world. He didn't care. Now he's come. He sent Kabir, but Kabir also couldn't do what Sir Pradeep Mukherjee is supposed to do now. So the one who created this earth is this true God's son. He created this to make sufferance. It's food for him. I said this. What is self-respect? The one who has come now, who God has sent now. Let's see if he passes. But he has. Now God has said, I'm freeing all the souls. They won't come back for reincarnation. Won't be coming back. So this and on Facebook recently, Michael and others that I can't. Who was saying if you don't speak your truth, you are not. You have abandoned yourself. That is disrespect. That's abandoning yourself. Empaths, you're uncomfortable. Empaths, here, why you? Empaths, you need to talk. You need to tell your truth. You need to live your truth and speak your truth. First, speak your truth. Now it is your time. On Facebook, let me see. I've shared this. Here's why empaths are done shrinking, hiding, and playing small. Empath Connection Facebook page of Michael R. Smith. Right? I don't, where is it here? Can't find it, but recently, so by Michael R. Smith. Authenticity, your story matters. Stop playing small and saying no, no. Let them kill me. I won't speak the truth. This is blasphemy. This is wrong. I'm not deserting myself. I'm not abandoning myself this time. Why should I abandon myself now? We have kept quiet. You know, bade log hain, big people, elderly. We'll keep quiet. Who are we to say anything? So blasphemy isn't that you have spoken falsehood and falsely slandered a true prophet or a false prophet. I mean, a true prophet. No, blasphemy is even if he's a false prophet, you cannot speak against him and say he's a false prophet. I think that's what blasphemy. They take it, the Muslim against us. Oh God, right? Against God and his messengers. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully. I have not slandered, right? According to myself and helping the Muslims. See, uh, like Amjad Taha called Muslim Brotherhood. They are rapists, they are this, they're criminals in a short video on YouTube. He's an Emirati. So if I call Prophet Muhammad, finding the evidence against him, working out, Mujrim, he's a criminal. He's a false prophet. He's a warlord. He's a caravan robber. This is blasphemy, according to even UAE. Now what can I do? Okay, I've done my best. Okay, I let. So I'll just show you your, yeah, yeah, so thank you so much, Flower. Let me put my eyeglasses. Telling truth is not blasphemy. Yes, it is. Hi, brother. And you are telling truth. Blasphemy is to keep your mouth shut, even when it's true against God or any religion. I think that's what it is. They won't allow us, these religious people. But the door open to extremism and killing of believing hypocrites. So according to Maududi, if you believe in Maududi, now what? So these extremists, they're not far away from what Maududi has said, right? Surah 4, ayat 88, 89 and 90, even. So this. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Gotta go rest. I hope I don't get a second attack of this flu. Oh, I leave you with this.
Thank you so much. back. Until then, thank you so much.
If I live to be back, or if they can take my life. God bless.